Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Simpsons Hit and Run the Gru mod, part 12. We finally collected the laser gun and we're going to take it to Krusty, and he's going to have no choice but to believe us, or we're not actually taking him to Krusty yet. First, we're going to be taking him to somewhere else. We're taking this gun to somewhere else, and for some reason, we're going to give it to the most rational person that would want to have a laser gun. The principal, of course. What would the principal want with a laser gun? I don't know, to stop William Shatner from recording another album? Well, we already know from one of the Treehouse of War episodes that the only real working phaser ever built was to stop William Shatner from recording another album. Apparently his singing really must have been that bad. Full Metal Jackass. Yeah, it's not Full Metal Jacket, it's Full Metal Jackass. I wonder if Seymour Skinner's a Vietnam vet. I mean, at least in this continuity he was. Maybe he knew that drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, that would be a funny crossover if they ever did that. And that drill sergeant actually did appear in an episode of Simpsons once, so I guess that crossover actually isn't that absurd to think something that could actually happen. And we're already crossing over with Despicable Me, and we're already crossing over with Simpsons has referenced so many things. It's probably referenced more things than anything else. Is it a part of Family Guy? Maybe. At least Simpsons didn't rely on pop culture references to tell their stories, which I guess that's a major win for The Simpsons. And now this is just another typical mission where we're just gonna have to destroy someone, but this time we're destroying the principal. And his car's actually pretty, it's tough like a tank. I wonder if he had, since he was a former army man, maybe he used army tank supplies or something like that to build his car to make it a lot more tougher, because look at that, we're just ramming into it a bunch of times. Our car's taking a lot more damage than his. I have to rely on his car smashing into other things in order to take damage. I remember we rode in that car in level 3 when we were the Lisa Simpson minion. Imagine if the Lisa Simpson minion was present in that car, as if these two missions are going on at the same time. That would be a funny thing, what if we have to meet up with Lisa Simpson, have to fight against the Lisa Simpson minion, Bart versus Lisa. That actually could have been a plot point they could have put in this game, like X versus Zero in Mega Man X5, or something like that, where two siblings are pitted with each other, one's on one side and one's on the other side. And of course, you could see his mom's in the backseat of their car. She's probably yelling something now Seymour, your car is smoking! Your car is on fire! No, mother, it's just the northern lights. It's all that smoke. It's not smoke, it's steam. That stuff coming out of my car is steam because I'm cooking up some steamed clams. Steamed clams. Here they are. These look like hamburgers. Oh no, I didn't say steamed clams. I said steamed hams. That's upstate New York for hamburgers. There we go, he destroyed him out, and he kind of just disappeared. Is he dead? I don't know, maybe he just vaporized. As he has disappeared, maybe his body joined with the Force or something like that. Or maybe we could, there are some Star Wars references in this game. I remember in level 1, I don't think it's in this mod at all, but I remember in level 1 there's been times where Homer says, stay on target, and something that we're thinking, how is that a Star Wars reference? Do you remember the Death Star battle from the end of the first Star Wars movie? And then they'd be like, there was a Death Star in the first Star Wars movie? When did that happen? Yeah, you clearly never seen a Star Wars movie before. And then I remember that a Star Wars conspiracy theory, where someone told me where they thought General Dodonna was secretly a Jedi. Yeah, maybe he was a Jedi, I don't know. There's no proof that he was. Except for Rogue One, he's only ever been in one movie, and that was the original Star Wars movie. We didn't really see him again after that. A one-time only character kind of just showed up and then disappeared for no known reason. So we're going to go in here where we're going to go toward one of the filming stages. This is where Krusty probably said, what the hell is that? After that YouTube poop. One of my favorite YouTube poops that I saw years ago. It's still on YouTube. The Empire Strikes Back is broken. We're at the end, it shows Krusty saying, what the hell is that? So now we're going to show Krusty the laser gun, and he's definitely going to believe us for sure now. He's not going to think this is just some stupid story that he made up, like when all those kids in school thought I made up all that stuff that I didn't actually make up, like the Bod Squad, or Jumping Flash, or this mod that I'm playing right now, and they all think it's fake, and then wait till they find out it's real. Yeah, one of these days they're going to find out that this is something real, and that I didn't make it up. And these videos are just proof of it. Come to think of it now, that's kind of the premise of my YouTube channel, is to show videos of things that people didn't believe were real, and to show them, look, they're real. Jumping Flash is a real game. The Gru mod, the Despicable Me mod for Simpsons Hit and Run really does exist. The Bod Squad definitely does exist. And what else exists? The PS1 version of Rockman X3 definitely does exist too. Yeah, I guess and arcade games too. I used to think arcade games were fake sometimes, but nope, they're real, alright. And I have proof that they're real, because I've made videos of some of them on YouTube, so yeah, it's definitely proof that they're real, and I guess that's what my channel, the purpose of my channel serves. Did I really, after all these years, after 8 years of making YouTube videos, did I finally find the true thesis behind my channel? I guess that's kind of poetic justice in the way, because the first video I ever made on YouTube was at an arcade where it was the first gaming video I ever uploaded to YouTube where I was playing the sit-down cocktail table version of Ms. Pac-Man. Not that you want to be a bad machine to get. The sit-down one, it can serve as a table, and it's a fully working game of Ms. Pac-Man. I guess that could work. This is considered to be one of the hardest missions in the game. Normally you have to go buy the Globex supervillain car for this mission, but that's not in this mod, so we get to use Snake's car instead, which actually makes this level pretty easy actually, because Snake's car is overly fast, and this level is just simply a matter of running into stuff, and then driving back to Krusty Lou's Studios. There's only like maybe, I'm gonna guess 3 or 4 different types of missions actually exist in this game, and almost every mission that exists is a variant on one of those types of missions. I don't know, I haven't really done that much, intensive, intensive analysis stuff. Like what Mr. Plinkett does of movies when he goes into critical detail, where he goes to critical detail and his critical analysis, what do you call it, analysis or something you'd call it. Where the movies have to have a protagonist. I wonder who it would be for this game. This game doesn't really have a specific main character since you play as several over the course of the game. Look, I'm driving a really fast car and I barely make it in time. So I end up crashing into that wall there after I get the wrench and it dents the front of my car. Dude, you better not scratch my car. I think that's a little bit worse than a scratch and downright crash into the front like that. Imagine if Snake was in Twisted Metal. He would rule that game. Or he'd get killed in a few seconds. I don't know. Okay, so now we forwarded that laser gun distribution plan. So we're having to drive over to Krusty Burger, and there's more than one Krusty Burger, so it's going to show us which one we're supposed to go to. Let's have Snake drive us to Krusty Burger. See the Springfield letters there. Lisa Simpson would appear in her car in this level because she's not present anywhere else in this level. And in level 3, she was the character we played as. So if you could play as drive Lisa's car for the Electress and have Lisa driving, it's almost hard to tell if you're at level 3 or level 6. What level is this? Gonna do the same thing as level 4 too. Only you would know of level 4, because level 4 was set at nighttime and level 1 was during the daytime. With Homer Simpson's present in his car in level 4. It really made its drive a long way to the Krusty Burger. It's like they purposely put it on the opposite end of the map. You're going to be wasting a lot of your time driving through all this traffic. It's plowing, crazy brute force is plowing your way through all this traffic so you can find where Homer is. Talk to Homer, or is it talk to Gru? Maybe they weren't sure. Yeah, I probably would be his dad in a way, because minions don't really have fathers. I don't know, where did minions even really come from anyways? What is their species? How are they born anyways? Even the Minions movie I don't think addressed that issue. And I remember watching that movie in theaters back in 2015. And I remember there was an arcade at the drive-in theater I went to go and see it there. They had a Neo Geo what was it? Neo Geo MVS, yeah, sorry, it was a Neo Geo MVS there. And it had Bust a Move or Puzzle Bobble playing on that. I was just playing Puzzle Bobble earlier today on my brand new Dell desktop that I just got a few weeks ago. It's a pretty good computer overall. It sucked at first, but it's getting better all the time. This is also a good demonstration for why I wouldn't want to use Gru's car for the entirety of this game. And then I remember after the movie was over, we got stranded on the side of the road after watching the Minions movie. Yeah, getting stranded on the side of the road, that was one of my favorite things from 2015. Getting stranded on the side of the road. Yeah, I guess that goes to show how great of a year 2015 was. Getting stranded was one of the greatest things that could possibly happen. Seinfeld once had a whole 20-minute episode where all he did was walk around a parking lot, so I guess that's perfectly fair then. So now we're gonna go see the aliens again. Oh look, it's the aliens again. They're probably gonna abduct us or something like that. No. They're just gonna make a bunch of, it's clearly the principal's voice just making statements about what they want to do to our world, and that they want to keep, making us dumber and dumber, and now they're gonna make the dead rise from the grave. Yeah, this is gonna become like Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls and Goblins, or whatever that game is called. Where they rise from, where Arthur is just sitting out in the courtyard with his girlfriend, he's in his underwear, and all of a sudden the things come up and the dead rises from the grave, and Arthur has to take heroic battle against them. One of the most challenging games ever made. Yeah, I don't know anyone that ever got through the first level of that game. I've played that game a few odd times, and I've never completed level 1 in that game. I never even made it halfway through level 1, and I get frickin' ripped and torn to shreds. Well, I bet if I took my time and effort, I played it every day, I probably could eventually get through the first level, but yeah, I never bothered with that game. Never had the effort to want to get through that game in its entirety. So this is the level 7. Now we're back into the Evergreen Terrace. We're back to where the Springfield, where the part of Springfield where the Simpsons live, and the town's been clearly invaded, and the dead are rising from the grave. It also happens to be Halloween too, so I guess that's perfectly fitting then. I think this game even came out around the time of Halloween 2003, so I guess that's perfectly fitting then. And then we're going to be collecting stuff. We're not going to use Gru's car, obviously. But we're obviously playing as Gru again, yeah. Back to where we started. The game's going to end where it began. The same type of location, the same venue, with the same character too. So it's poetic justice again. The game likes to give us poetic justice. We're going to be driving in the Snake's car. So we're going to use Snake's car for pretty much all of these missions, because these missions is where you really need to have a fast car. There we go. We've seen the Lisa minion again. The Lisa's going to be telling us that, oh, the dead have risen from the grave, and they're doing all sorts of stuff now. We have to do something about it. It's always the case that we see something, and oh yeah, we have to do something about it. On TV, the Kent Brockman's getting his brains eaten out. Oh yeah, we definitely have to do something about this, right?
I'll get us some survival supplies. Stupid Brockman getting eaten by zombies.
Yes, we're gonna go out and get some survival supplies. Gonna be driving around the town in Snake's car, and Snake is present somewhere else in this level, which is why Snake is not seen driving this car. Instead, it's just us who bought Snake's car. It's kind of like that episode of Simpsons where Homer bought Snake's car from that police auction or whatever it was.
Flanders, give me your first aid kit.
We're gonna be talking Ned Flanders into giving away all of his stuff as usual. Because you already knew from the first level that Crew had a thing for stealing Ned Flanders' stuff. There was a whole mission about it. The second mission of the game was all he did was have to recover Ned Flanders' stuff that he stole. Where did I put Ron's stupid inhaler? Duh, on top of the dump truck. Where else would I put it? On the dump truck? Well, there's no dump truck in this game, so why can you put it on a dump truck, man? Must have happened outside of this game or something like that. So we're going to be driving around more of this invaded Springfield. And they changed the cemetery a bit, too, so you could just... So you take a shortcut here. We can drive fast through here, and especially with Snake's car, you can be going at insane speeds. Now this is a car that can do warp 5. Heck, this car can even do warp 9. Look at how fast it is. It's like plot a course for that area, and you're there in a blink of an eye. It's how fast this car is. It's very maneuverable too. I have to give it credit for that. So it definitely is most likely is one of the best cars in the game. I'm gonna be talking to Mo, or getting Mo to something out of Mo Sizzlak.
But then how will I defend myself?
Implying he's not that important, which he kind of does have a fair point. He's not really that important as a character. All he does is run a bar, and how important is the bar? Well, of course if you're Barney Gumble, that's the most important place in the universe, but to most normal people, because most of Springfield doesn't go to Moe's Tavern, so they probably don't care if Mo gets eaten alive. I'm sure immigration wouldn't care either. I wonder if this is before or after he did that citizenship test. I'm going to be driving fast back to the Simpsons house. This mission's very short, very fast. This mission is almost comparable to some of the missions we got in level 1. Only it's done with a very tight time limit where we need a fast card to be able to... There's no way the Electress can do this. If we did with the Electress, we'd be losing this all the... We'd just be losing this. The Electress wouldn't stand a chance in a mission like this. So now it's telling us to go drive to the school playground. I didn't even stop at the Simpsons house. Just drove past it, through the supplies at the house, and just kept driving the whole time. Didn't stop for anything. And why would you want to stop during a time like this? There's horrifying stuff everywhere. If you stop, you're probably gonna get killed, kind of like in Grid Runner, another game made by Radical. Survival is simple. Never stop running. That describes this game perfectly. Never stop running or driving. That's how you win this game. That's how you win anything, pretty much. They just destroyed that thing. I treat those WASP cameras the same way Jedi treat battle droids. Yeah, glad to another card. This is Ray Phoenix, signing out.